Hi, Mary. My name is Zach Myers, but you already know that, but the people watching this probably don't. I play guitar in the band Shinedown, and I have way too many guitars on tour and a great person who takes care of them so I don't have to worry about them. I'm a PRS artist for the last 27 years. I've had a signature model now for 17 years, and I'll take you through some of my favorites that I have out here.
Hello.
I'm a big art person and a big street art person. So um, there was a great designer who used to work for Louis Vuitton and a sneaker culture designer by the name of Virgil Abloh. And he passed away recently, but he designed this guitar for me. Um, it has a video game kill switch, which apparently the Buckethead guitar had, and I did not know that. He designed. I didn't design this. He designed it. And he put the Nike sneaker tag on it, and then he did that for the back. So
Wow. Okay.
pretty neat.
That is really cool on that.
Super cool. So that's one of my favorites. Drew's gonna hate me because I'm gonna leave these straps out. What else? Okay, keeping with the street art theme, there's a great artist, conceptual artist by the name of Joshua Videz, who does street art, and he hand painted this. So it's very 2D, cartoonish. So it looks like a cartoon from like far away. And he does sneakers and stuff like that. He actually has done like the NBA All-Star locker rooms and things like that for big things. He's done a whole BMW before, a couple of them. So another one of my favorites. What else? I should probably show this one. This is the new ZM4, my new signature model, an
Wow.
elderberry burst.
Elderberry
Burst. And then we do the matching headstocks because I love a matching headstock on any guitar, really.
Oh my God.
So there you go. This is the new Zach Meyer signature model.
17 years is a good run.
Quite a
isn't
long
it?
time to be with any company. What else? Let's do, okay, this one's named after my wife. This is Beth. This is a beautiful PRS, solid maple, the whole guitar. Back, sorry, not the sides, but the back, front, maple neck, matching headstock. This is faded Northern Lights, also matching back. But
Oh my God, the matching.
I know, I wanted to do the juxtaposition too of the quilt and the flame on the neck to just see how they kind of went into each other.
Wow, that's absolutely stunning.
Ivory tuning pegs. And I do clear knobs on mostly everything because I felt like when I did my first signature model, I put clear knobs on it. It doesn't take away from the color of the guitar. Like if you put like a brown knob or like a, so that's that. Let's see, what else? We could go all day. I don't know how long you want me to go on this. Okay, so as a young child, one of the reasons I played PRS was Daniel Johns from Silverchair, one of my favorite artists ever. So I found, a buddy of mine, Kyle, found a green custom, and I sent it to PRS and had them do it leprechaun green. So they resurfaced it to this. So thank you to Paul Miles and PRS, because this looks exactly like Daniel's. Daniel actually sent me pictures of his guitar. And I got to, we matched it pretty well. And the quilt is kind of similar to his, which I really like. So this is an older one. I think this might be a 2001 maybe. So,
Oh my God.
what else?
I mean, PRS heaven.
I know. Okay, so this is the one. I've talked about this guitar several times. This is the one that got me in a lot of trouble with who I won't say. Yeah, this is the most famous guitar I have for some reason. Okay, so the backstory that I've never really told anybody is I didn't know John was coming out with a pink guitar. So I wanted, being a lover of John Mayer and think John is amazing and a great dude, I wanted his black Strat, but on a silver sky, because I don't play Strats, I play PRSs. But I wanted it pink. I didn't know they were coming out with a pink guitar. Hence this being the most famous guitar ever, because it caused me so much drama in my life. Lots of people were angry with me. This is one of my favorite guitars that I own in my whole collection of about close to 300 guitars now. I love this guitar. It plays amazing. I love it. It's gotten me a lot of trouble, but I love it. This is one that Drew made for me.
No way.
So I love Tom DeLonge.
Yes.
And I bought, when they came out with the new Tom DeLonge Strats, I bought all 4 of them. And I was like, dude, it'd be cool if I could get one like this. And so I showed up to a show in Connecticut. And for Christmas, I had gotten Drew a dog hair NF53 as a gift, not knowing that he made this for me as a gift. So this is the John DeLonge,
The John DeLonge.
as we call it. And when we posted it, John Mayer loved it and approved of it and commented on it. So this is a cool one. Thanks to Drew for making this for me.
That is so fun. Oh
What
my
else?
God.
Let's go with another cool custom. This is Ellie. So this is the only Santana hollow body I know of. I don't know. There could be another one. I think this is the only Santana hollow body. And I love elephants, and my singer loves elephants. So this has a Zero Cody or a African rosewood neck, and with the elephant inlays. This is an amazing guitar. I've had this for 15 years now, I think.
Damn.
Yeah. It's amazing. I love it.
When you're having this amount of guitars on tour,
Yes.
and you know, on the set list, is it 19 songs?
19 songs.
This is almost a different guitar each song.
Yes, but I have different tunings for certain things.
Right.
I play, some songs I play acoustic and electric on the same song, so
Right.
that's the need for that many. So like, I do a lot of things where I'll kind of switch back and forth. And then there's the acoustics go. There's one I'm not allowed to show. This is a Golden Era D18 that I bought from a buddy of mine at Guitar Center who passed away a couple years ago. But this is one of those ones that I got tricked. It's one of the best sounding guitars I own. But it's one of those ones where I got tricked where the guy's like, you got to hear this guitar. And he was one of the best guitar players I've ever heard. So I sit across the room from him, you know, and he plays it and you're like, oh my God, this thing sounds incredible. And then I pick it up and I just sound like me. But this is amazing. I've been with Martin now for 5 years. I love it. So this is this one. And then there's one more, D41. I know you're a D fan and you like the 42, but yeah, hey, this is a D41 natural.
Wow. And okay, so in the sound hole, what brand?
I don't know.
You don't know. Ernie Ball? Is it Ernie Ball? Yeah.
Ernie Ball. There
Okay,
you go.
because I was just thinking, I was like, God, acoustics in, you know, arenas, stadiums.
Yeah. And then I do a very weird pickup system with this, which is hard to explain.
Okay. That's gorgeous.
It takes a lot of invasive surgery to
Right.
make this guitar sound the way I want it to sound in my head plugged in. Acoustically, it sounds incredible. So there's the guitar tour.
Okay, well, thank you. So going back to that, are you wanting it to sound exactly as it does acoustically?
I want to get it as close as possible.
Yeah,
So, and that's the thing is, to me, with a bridge piezo system, I got really close before we started doing the surgery on the guitars with a Taylor K4 preamp, which are hard to find. My friend over here, I told him about them, and then I just kept buying them, and I own like 7 of them.
I can't find any.
I own a lot of them. I kept buying them, and it's a great preamp, and I married that with the Fishman Platinum Pro, and that was the only way I could get the piezo to make it warm enough of how I wanted. But now we do this elaborate Rupert Neve pickup system that has to be very surgeried.
Right. My God.
There's the mini guitar tour. There's way more guitars, but I don't want to bore anyone. There's so many. There's so many more.
Do you have out?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Not in the boat.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
How many
19,
on the truck?
20. There's 90 out on the truck. Because hold on. I I do a stage play thing where I sell my signature model, and you can get it, like basically get the one that I play on stage, and we hang out after the show, and I give you my guitar, and it's a cool way to meet people. We don't do meet and greets anymore, so it's my like way to meet people, and they get to get a cool thing. Like if any band when I was younger, like if Dan Vickery from Counting Crows was like, here, you can buy my telly after the show, I'd be, oh my God, I
Oh
would
my God,
beg my
yeah.
father to do that. So.
No, that's a killer idea.
So that's why there's 90 guitars, by the way. It's not like I'm playing. I am playing them, but you know, it's not like they're all out.
Hey, my name is Drew Fopp, guitar tech for Zach Myers on Shinedown, and let's go through some of his rig. Zach's rig is a full stereo rig, left and right. We don't have a dry center. It's not a wet, dry, wet, but true stereo. There's actually 8 channels of guitar that go to audio. We're using the Axe effects and Synergy power amps, some aux boxes. So his rig is technically an analog digital hybrid. I have ISO cabinets and all that stuff, but he's actually 100 watts aside, 100 watts left, 100 watts right. I have an aux box and an ISO cabinet in parallel on the left, and an aux box and a power amp, aux box and the ISO cabinet parallel on the right. I'm actually clocking all the digital gear, keeps jitters and everything. It basically syncs all the digital equipment so it hits at the same time. We have spreads on different presets, so when he goes to a solo, with different scenes, I changed the spread so it sounds larger when he's playing solos and versus getting more narrow, stuff like that. But basically his rig is best of both worlds, digital and analog. I have tubes, I have digital. On the Axe effects itself, we're taking IRs out, so I have 2 IRs left, 2 IRs right. I'm using basically 2 12 cabinets with Celestion creambacks, one with a 57, one with a 121, left and right. And then they go from there, those go to DIs, and then the aux boxes are on DIs, and then these power amps, I'll show you over here, they come out to these ISO cabinets. And in each ISO cabinet, there's 2 microphones in each ISO.
Oh.
So there's a 57 and a tall mic in there. But
Wow.
I'm using 2 dissimilar speakers. So there's a Celestion Alnico Gold and a Celestion Creamback. And that helps with the push-pull and stereo so that everything's not hitting at the same time. You get a little kind of like this when you're chugging and doing the heavy stuff. So it sounds twice as big as it would normally if you're using a 412 or something with all the same speakers. So these are pretty important in the rig. So everything is kind of dialed in where it's not its own tone. Like the direct out of the Axe effects isn't like the final tone. It's a piece of the puzzle. So there's 2 channels of Axe effects left and right. The aux boxes left and right, which have a 112 cabinet on those. And then I'm using these ISOs, and all that creates one tone. So by clocking it externally, it keeps all of this stuff kind of hitting at the same time. Otherwise, there'd be some delays on some of the presets and stuff like that, and everything gets time aligned on audio, so the microphones in different placements and everything hits at the same time. But we kind of work really hard on this rig, and I'm pretty proud of it, and it sounds great. It's probably sounding the best it's ever sounded, and especially with the new album songs, I'm really excited to start using some new amps that we haven't used before in the Axe effects. But yeah, this is Zach's rig, and it's a labor of love, and I love this job. So.
Oh, well, thank you. It's so impressive, and so like I actually hadn't ever seen these ISO boxes.
Oh yeah, so these are from Rivera. I used to work with Slipknot, and with Mick Thompson, he kind of had the prototypes of they're called the Silent Sisters, and we worked on these with Paul at Rivera, and we were kind of one of the first people with Slipknot to use these, but I've kind of liked them ever since, and sort of modified them a little bit for the Shinedown stuff. I have extra foam in there behind the speakers that they don't come with, and I hard mounted the microphones so they're exactly in the same spot every time. They come with like goosenecks or whatever, but I use bars in there, and we just measured everything, and they're always in the same spot because they, I have them mounted to a wood board that I made, so it's easier to travel because they don't really have wheels on the bottom and they're really heavy.
Yeah.
So, but strapped them together so they kind of vibrate as one cabinet with different speakers, and it works out great. So.
God. Wait, so you just name dropped Slipknot. So
Oh yeah.
how long did you work with them?
I worked with them on the All Hope Is Gone record. I did The Studio as their very first #1 record. I was Mick Thompson's tech. I had just finished with Rise Against, and then they had some need in the studio, and they called me to come basically help in the studio. And while I was there, they asked me to start building the tour rigs. After I built the tour rigs, they're like, hey, do you want to stay? I was like, sure. So that's how that happened. I worked with Fleetwood Mac for almost 10 years. I was with Smashing Pumpkins before COVID. And right after I finished Pumpkins, Zach had called, said his tech was retiring, and said, was I interested? And I said, well, how much do you work? He's like, we work so much that I wish we didn't work as much as we did. I said, I'm your guy.
Oh,
But yeah,
amazing.
it's been great. Greg and I, we worked with Shakira together. Yeah, I've been guitar tech for 25 years, and there's not a better job for me on the planet. So.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you very, very much.
Of course.
Wow.